Hello guys, Namaste everyone. How are you doing? I hope everybody is fine, everybody is sound at home, safe. Hello. I'm just waiting for some more people to join in and then we will start. Hi guys, Namaste. I hope everybody is well, sound and safe at home. Great. So guys, we will start our recipe for the day today, and I was thinking I've done a lot of recipes at home which is a little bit spicy, fusion, Indian, a little bit of European. I've done a little bit of Indian snacks. So today is a day when I want to do something for the kids. As you know, it's very important to make them happy once they are at home, and especially these days when they are stuck at home, they don't have anything to do. They are not going to the school, they are just sitting inside indoors, not able to play any sports, and you know it's very tough for them. So आज मैंने सोचा कि एक रेसिपी बनाया जाए which is a quick recipe which my kids will love. It's a recipe that we can have anytime, सुबह शाम दोपहर को कभी भी आप बनाना चाहे खाना चाहे, we can always do that. But I thought to make that today and to give my kids for the evening and probably for dinner as well. So guys, we'll start the recipe. So recipe is with oats. Oats, as we all know, it's very healthy. It keeps us light. It's high in fiber, and you know it's good to. And I know kids won't have oats if you give them just like that. So they need something motivating for them to have those oats in their meals. And so now I thought to make a little more interesting with the oats. So I'm trying to make an oat pancake, sweet pancake. Just you know. It can have a gluten, it cannot have a gluten as well, but in my recipe I've tried to put in some atta into it, which is a whole wheat, not the maida. I have minus the maida in the recipe at all. So I'm using oats and I'm using atta in that. I will also share the proportions a little later once we halfway through the recipe. And mango is in the season, and especially kids love to have mangoes. Sort of using mangoes in the recipe, and so what I'm doing is now making a mango custard as well, and just trying to whip a little more hard the custard with some whipping cream, so that it's become more lighter, and you know kids will enjoy that. So we'll start the recipe in 3 parts. So I'm gonna make the pancake batter first. Once the pancake batter is done, I'm gonna start the custard and let the custard cool down a little bit, because it's important. Or let me start the custard first. You know, I'll make a custard and then let it cool down, so that it's easier for me to lift it afterwards with the cream, and you know then maybe we can make the batter a little later. In the meantime, I'll just do a blend of my oats. So I'll show you what I have today. I have some oats with me. You can use any quick oats. I use pocket oats. It's a breakfast oats, you can see. It's usual oats. Just about 1 cup of those oats. What I've used here is, so I'm gonna blend this oats and make it a little more finer version of the oats. And then I've used atta here, just about 2 tablespoons of atta. So let me just blend the oats first. Make it a little more fine so that it kind of sits well with the atta. And guys, this recipe is eggless. It's a complete vegetarian recipe, and it could be a vegan as well. Just if you do add a little bit instead of regular milk, I'm gonna add. If you can. Could skip that milk and use soya milk to make it a kind of a, just check, oats. We'll just blend a little more of this oats. So we'll just use, instead of normal dairy milk, we'll use soya milk to make it vegan. Yes, so it's blended now. I'm gonna show that blend to you. It just so that we can use oats directly as well, but I thought of, because if you use directly you can soak it in milk and for about 15-20 minutes and use it directly, but I'm gonna make it very very fine so that it's not that dense, this pancakes. So I've just blended this oats and it's just a blend. So I'm gonna use butter. I'm gonna use regular butter, just or you can use clarified butter or unsalted butter, but I've used Amul butter, so you can just melt it and then use it. So for the pancakes I'm using a little bit of baking soda. I have some baking powder, just 1 teaspoon would do the trick to that, and I'm using cocoa. I want to use the chocolatey flavor in the pancakes for the kids, so I'm gonna use is cocoa, just about a few teaspoons of that. That's for the custard. I have diced mangoes, so I'm gonna start with that first. I have some diced mangoes, and you can use any mangoes. Different parts of the, we're blessed with different variety of mangoes in different parts of the country. I use a mango puree, just mangoes with some water, blend it well. Some vanilla essence goes into it, and a little bit of whipping cream. What I've done is I've taken some sugar, which I've just, again, caster sugar, or you can use a powdered sugar. That. So let's start with the custard first, because it needs to rest a little bit so that it becomes cool. So I'm using milk first and just boiling the milk a little bit, adding some custard powder to it, and just whipping it through, and putting the mango puree and resting it for some time. Alright, so let's just start now.
Chef, what's the quantity for this sugar and all?
So I've used 1 cup of oats. I've used about 2 tablespoons of atta, which I'm going to put it into it. I'll use half a cup of sugar, which is blended in the pancake mix, and about half of the cup of sugar blended in the custard. So I'll take about approximately about 150 ml or 200 ml of milk. Wait for it to boil a little bit, and you can use I've used normal vanilla custard powder, the usual one that we have in our house. I've used the same custard powder. Only thing is you need to just keep on whipping it so that it doesn't get quite the clots doesn't form. So I've got a whisk with me as well. I'm gonna just wait for the milk to boil, add some custard, and then we'll just fold in some sugar as well. It's a very very easy recipe. It's a usual recipe, but the way we combined with the texture of the pancakes, this very fluffy and a soft custard is very very important, and I think that makes kids very excited because it has the flavor of mangoes, some dash of vanilla essence, and it's creamy. It's like the texture is quite nice. So this is very very important to play with the textures. That's my style of cooking. And what I've done is I've also taken some cornflakes here. That's easily at home, or you can do muesli or whatever. Any kind of flakes you have at home, wheat flakes. So I will try and just put it on the top of my pancakes once they are nice and golden brown, so that the crunch of the cornflakes give that crunch in the texture of the pancakes. Just wait for the milk to get a little hot and a little boiling. Okay guys, you can ask me questions here, and whenever I see and I will answer those questions to you guys. Also, if you wish to use only refined flour for making pancakes, or a mix of refined flour and atta, you can also do that. Here I'm gonna use oat flour and also atta into it, minus the maida, because I want to keep it a little more healthier version for the kids. The milk is nice boiling now. Add some sugar to it. I've ordered 3 tablespoons of sugar. You can see the milk is on a boil now. Yes. Even when I was a kid, I used to love this custard a lot, and with the fruits and apples, grapes, mango season. The best is to have mangoes, and I think everybody loves mangoes a lot. And I would say there's always a competition which states has the best mangoes. People say Alfonsos are the best. Some say the Sherry mangoes are the best. I think whatever is in the season is the best, because if you are having it seasonal, it's all the more juicier and tastier. And if it is, yes, we can use rava as well. I think it's a good option. I think you need to get the binding right with the rava. So I'm using that Safeda mangoes, which is the first mangoes of the summers. Unfortunately, this time we are all locked in and we cannot explore much of mangoes in this season. So just guys, this milk is almost on the boil right now. We're gonna add the custard powder. And stir it well. Just about a tablespoon of custard powder, and we'll see how much we need it in it, what consistency we want for the custard. Just make it a boil. Keep on stirring it, because once the custard powder goes into it, it tends to get more thicker, and the moment it gets thicker, it has a tendency to stick as well. So guys, I'm just mixing it well, the powder. There is no clots in that, and then you just wait for a nice boil. I think yes, that's all. Yes, we can do that as well. You can mix the custard powder in some milk separately and then add it also in it. I think that's also. But I think if you guys watch out, it takes a little longer, because there are some clots. But if you can manage that well with a whisk, you can do it. So I'm just finishing with the custard now. It's on the boil. Keep on stirring, guys. It's very, very important. Let it thick, get a little more thicker. And I have used mangoes in this. If anybody wants to use any favorite fruit of yours, you can do that. But mango also, it's a very pulpy fruit. So what happens is the puree comes out very, very nice, and it's very, very seasonal fruit, and it's one of my favorites. So guys, this custard is ready. I'm just going to one more boil and just keep it inside so that it gets nice and cool. And then later on, I will fold in the mango puree into it, and then try and whip it very, very hard with the whipping cream as well. And if you feel that your custard still has clots, you can just kind of use a strainer to strain it, and the clot goes off. Okay guys, it's done. I'm gonna remove this now, and once it goes for a little cooling, then I will start with my batter of the pancakes. I'm gonna show you how to make the pancake batter with the oat flour. Okay, this is done now. Just gonna keep it under the fan so it gets cool very fast. I'm just gonna come back in a minute. So just get that under the fan now. Okay, so we'll quickly start with making the batter. Just take the bowl. What I'm gonna do is I'll get a strainer now. I will get the strainer to sift the batter and sift the flour, which is the oatmeal flour. Just sieve it a little bit so that it gets more volume, and then atta also. I've got a strainer with me to sift it. I'm just gonna sift with some atta and some oat flour. Just make sure it goes well in there. The more you sift, the more you get volume. Sifting is very important because even if you make cakes, it's a very important step so that it has a lot of volume. It gives a lot of volume to the flour, and then it's a very important step. Now that's the second sifting I'll do, and in this time I also will add some cocoa powder. So I've got some cocoa powder with me. I'll add about 1.5 or 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder in it. Cocoa powder. Okay guys, one more sip and then we're done. I'm gonna use what I'll do is I'll add some baking powder, like 1 teaspoon of that, and then I will get some salt and I'll add some salt also here. Just mix it well for the final sip. Got some salt. Gonna add a teaspoon of salt to it. Yes, baking soda also can be used. So that this is a sift I'm doing again once. Sieve it once again. So it has your oat flour. Then we use here atta here, and then we used baking powder. We used cocoa powder, and finally I'm gonna add here sugar, which is the powdered sugar that I have. You can see the color is quite nice now. In the meantime, the custard I can see that custard is smelling quite nice. It has a lot of vanilla in it. So it's gonna be quite nice as well. Yes, so guys, you can ask questions if you want to ask me. Once we do oat flour, it's a little, there are a lot of grains in that after sieving, so it's important to remove that and get a nice texture to the flour. I think cake coming out to be spongy in veg recipe is very easy. Yes, there's no rocket science to it. Only thing is you need to, the step I'm doing it, have you done that or not? It's very, very important to see that. And how many times can you do that? You know, what I do is usually about 5 to 6 times a times is required. But if you you know, do about 3 to 4 times is good enough. So right now I have here, I've messed up completely my induction. I'm gonna just wipe it off. So right now I've done the sifting part of it, and now I'm gonna add some sugar to it. You can see that it has though it's an eggless recipe, there is no egg in it, guys. Oat flour is available in the market, yes, but I've used oats because it's what's in my house. I'm going to use that as well. So I've used oats. I've just grounded it well, sieved it. I've used आटा in it, no मैदा. आटे को भी अच्छे से ओट के साथ सीव कर लिया मैंने फ्लावर के साथ. And then I've used baking soda or a baking powder, about half a tablespoon or 1 teaspoon is good enough to that. And then I've used cocoa powder in it, which you can easily get, and salt. Okay. Now I'm gonna add sugar to it now. About 3 tablespoons of sugar will go here. Just mix it well. And now the final batter, will fold in some butter here. Lots of butter, just melted butter, and slowly we'll add some milk to it to make it more richer and the texture. So guys, I have the butter here. I'm gonna drop this butter inside and then mix the butter. This was about, I've just melted about, you can say about 80 grams of Amul butter. Just fold in here. Now I will finally add some milk to it. And then start whisking the batter. Let's go slow on that. Just folding the milk first. Go slow and add in batches the milk. Then it's easily, you can fold it nicely in the mix. And you know, this mix will be a little coarse because of the oats. You know, it's not gonna be as fine or as smooth as the one that you make with maida, the pancake mix. Approximately 1 cup of milk will go in 1 cup of oats. So that's the kind of thing that I follow in my recipes. Almost equal quantities of milk and the flour will go together. This has some amount of atta as well. So guys, this is ready. The batter looks quite good now. We'll rest it for a little while, about 15-20 minutes usually, but now I'm gonna just take about 5 minutes of rest. Also, I just missed one thing. I'll add some essence to it. I have some vanilla essence. I'm gonna add some vanilla essence to it, about 1 teaspoon of that. Yeah, there goes essence of vanilla, which we all love. It's a very, very simple recipe, guys. You can see that. Okay, this is done now. I think a little more, just a little bit of, we'll do the magic here. And I'll show you how the batter looks like. Guys, that's the batter now. It has, if you want to repeat me, if you want me to repeat it, it has oat flour, it has atta, it has sugar, it has your baking soda, salt, and cocoa powder, about 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder I've already added here. I've added about 80 grams of melted butter here, and then added about 1 cup of milk. I've poured it in and made a batter of it. Then just mix it really well, and you can see the batter is ready. Okay, I'm just gonna keep the batter for some time and then clear a little bit. I'm gonna start with my custard once again, and then after the custard I'm gonna fold in some whipped cream here, and then add some mangoes to it. That's the next step for me. So what I do is now, since the custard is a little warm, I have some whipped cream with me. I will just whip it a little lightly, and then I will take some cream. The idea is that you keep your whipped cream very, very chill, or in a fridge or a freezer for some time, so that it's gonna be very easy for you to lift it. But anyways, we don't want a very, very hard or a peak consistency of that. We just want a little softness of the cream to go into that the mix of custard. So I do not need to beat it very, very hard, this thing. So what I'm gonna do now is, I've got it. I will add, just with my whisk here. Yeah, we all got done with the whisk now. So I'll take my whisk and just beat it lightly. And then fold in a little more sugar afterwards. Yes, this is 35% cream, yes. It's a usual Amul cream that they use. I'm gonna add some sugar to it now. I'll add just about 1 and 1 more, 2 tablespoons of sugar to it. Mix it hard. And guys, it's smelling really amazing, the custard. Yes guys, it's 35% Amul cream that I've used here. So I've just whipped it a little lightly. I've not used the high, the high volume of cream into it, because I don't need it. But you can use it if you wish to use that. I'm gonna add some mango puree now. I have mango puree with me. I'm gonna put that mango puree in the cream. And the custard I've made, I'll put the custard here. You can see the consistency of the custard is quite nice. Guys, the only point that we will add the cream to the custard is to make it quite light, and otherwise it becomes very heavy and dense with, and kids gets bored of the custard. So this is now what I've done. I've done the whipped cream with some sugar. I have put some mango puree to it and just folded it. I'm gonna put that in the refrigerator for some time, and then I'm gonna start with my pancakes. In the meantime, it will go to the deep freezer and it will be a little more chilled and nice. I'll take a non-stick pan, just I will just take a spray of oil in it. Just take some refined oil and just mix that in and just make a nice shine at the bottom, and then it won't stick anymore. Just brush your pan with some oil. You don't need much of it. If you have a non-stick pan, you don't need much of it. Just brushing it, one brush is good enough for me. Okay guys, so, and shapes and size of the pancake is one thing that you can play around, as kids would love to have. They would love to make any kind of Mickey Mouse pancakes or teddy bear pancakes, whatever things. I'm not so expert in that, but you have different modes to make that, and you can do that really well if you kind of practice it well. So I'm just wait for this to get a little heated up, the pan, and then I already have my batter of pancakes here with me, which I'm gonna use, and just make this nice looking pancakes. Just whisk it a little more so that it's nice batter. Guys, I'm not audible. Is it okay now? Guys, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, guys? Okay, great. So I have this mix with me now. I've just whipped it once again. Just on a slow heat. You can drop some. And it's good that if you have a mold at your home wherein you can make a nice shape, which is a round shape of the pancakes. Okay. Now it's okay, guys. I'm audible. It's always good to rest this batter for a little longer to get more, it gets more better and fluffier. I just get a plate for that. Okay, so let it cook a little bit. It's come out really nice. The color is quite brown, but the aeration is very, very nice. I will show you once it's done. Brown is because of cocoa, so it's more chocolatey.
Chef, what is the shell life of batter?
So batter, you can keep it overnight. You can use it the next day. So that's completely okay because it's eggless. There's no egg in it, so it lasts a little longer than it usually gives. So guys, I will show you the pancake now. It's come out really nice chocolatey pancake, and I'm gonna make a couple of more of them just now. Here it comes. So guys, that's the pancake. It has a nice aeration here. It has come out really nice. You know, I've just made one trial of this pancake. I'm gonna make some more of that now. I'll try a little bit of this pancake now, and then my kids are waiting for it now. They're just waiting to have. It's quite good. It's wow. It's lovely with mangoes. Amazing. The second one is ready now. Ready to flip. You can see, guys, so the batter is with oats. So it's with oats, it's with atta, which is your usual flour, and it's with it has vanilla essence, it has baking powder or baking soda. You use milk to make it, and then some sugar. So that's the batter. Is quite healthy. It has vanilla essence, sugar, oats. It has atta in it, and I'm gonna use that along with mango custard. For the mango custard, make it lighter by adding whipping cream to it, and it's come out really nice. Yes, I can share the recipe separately. Yes, done. I'll share that. Just flip it, and it's coming out really nice. What I've done is my kids are waiting. So I have these two kiddie plates with me. You can see these nice colored kiddie plates. I'm gonna call them up, and they're just eagerly waiting for that. I think one pancake is done. I'm gonna feed my daughter first. I'll get the custard from the fridge. Come. So she's eagerly waiting for her chocolate pancake. Which plate you want, Vida? You want a blue one or you want a green one? Blue one. Say hello to everyone. So this is a chocolate pancake for her. Great, you want to try that? Okay. I'm gonna add some custard here. She's saying it looks very yummy and she wants to try that. Gonna add some mango custard. And what I've also done is to add that texture, what I've told you, I will add some cornflakes to it so that it's more crunchier. And then finally I will also add what I've kept here is some fresh mangoes. So I've diced some fresh mangoes and then I will add. So these are my fresh diced mangoes. I'm going to add some of the mangoes here. and I'm gonna add some cornflakes to it, which is quite healthy. Now, come, gonna feed her this thing. It's quite yummy with the mangoes. So it's a chocolate pancake with mangoes. And the pancake also. So guys, it's a very easy recipe. You know what? You can see this here. Yeah, say bye bye to them. Okay. So you take your own plate, guys. Okay. So it's a very easy recipe, and I'm gonna make one more pancake. And in the meantime, I can start answering if you have any questions for me. If you think the pancake is getting a little more thicker, I prefer to add some milk to it, because it's always good to have a little more fluffier of the batter. I got some milk. I'm gonna add a little bit of it and just whisk it through. Recipe I will share with you, but I will for somebody who wants to listen it again for me, I will repeat the recipe once. So I've taken oats, about 1 cup of oats, and I've made a blend of it. I've just pured this oats to make a flour of oats. You can use normal oats as well, but because kids don't like oats, I'm gonna hide the oats in a flour. So I've used the oat flour, and then I've used atta, and I've sifted them together. Then I've added a little bit of baking soda to it. I've added 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder to it. Folded some butter, a lot of milk in it, and just made a batter out of it. And sugar for sure, it has a lot of sugar in it. I've used about 1 cup of sugar divided by 2, so I've used half of the sugar in my custard, and I've used half of the sugar. Any pulp fruit you can add to the puree. I think in winters you can do a strawberry puree as well. But any fresh fruit that you could find, and you can also add that fresh fruit in the puree, which is quite good and healthy. I think papaya is one fruit, but kids don't like papaya. These days what is in season is papaya, melons, and all those fruits. But what suits the closest to this is, so I think this portion, again you decide your own portion. So I think this would make about 4-inch pancakes, about 10 of them. So it depends upon how many of pancakes you want to have. So I'm just waiting for this big pancake to make. I hope you like the recipe, guys. It's quite simple, and it's come out nice. And I think it's the trick is to make this custard a little you should make this custard a little lighter, adding some whipping cream to it, because custard usually if it becomes heavy and dense, kids don't like it. And with this, it's very simple. It's very healthy, and any kid would love to have this. Be it for breakfast, you can prep it, you can make the batter, you can also make the custard, keep in the fridge in the evening, and probably the next day morning for the breakfast you can make for your kids. Very easy. It will take you, the batter is ready. You can see it takes about a couple of minutes for a single pancake. Just add some cream to it, just add some custard to it, fresh fruits, fresh mangoes, and then get done. Okay, I'm very good, and I'm getting bored in the lockdown. Nothing to do except cooking. You know what? I took it very positively, because there is as much you can do. This is something which is nobody can help this out. So I love a lot of photography myself. I've tried to make it better. I've seen all the old libraries of the pictures. Whatever is pictures where I've never edited or used or seen, I've seen now. So I think that's the way I'm keeping myself very busy. And guys, if you can follow me. You can follow me on my Instagram. You all know, and Facebook. It's full of pictures, and I'm putting it more now because and I'm getting to know more and more what I've clicked long time back. But I'm waiting for this thing to get over and get started back again. Okay, whipped cream. What I've done is the texture is same. It won't change. No, it won't change. So whipping cream is just taken about some powdered sugar. If you want, you can use vanilla essence, and then you can add vanilla essence. You can use cream. Cream, I would say whipping cream should go in the fridge or a freezer for some time. I've kept it for about 30 minutes. It's nice and cold, nice and it's quite nice the temperature. So whipping becomes easy. For this particular thing, I don't need a hard whipping. So I just didn't whip it till the peak consistency, though it will take you a while to, if you want it to be really picked up, it will take you about 15-20 minutes, maybe more. So I just was in a hurry and make it a little lighter. So I just about 2 minutes of whipping with about, this was close to about 100 ml of cream, and about half of that was sugar, 50 grams of that, and just whip it hard. And if you want, you can use any cream. I think Amul does a pretty good job, but it takes quite long to whip that up. Can apple be put with the pancake? Yes. Any seasonal fruit. See, I think apple is a great choice, but it is not a pulpy fruit. What I wanted to use here was a fruit. First of all, mangoes I love, and secondly, I wanted to use mangoes because mangoes give me a lot of pulp for the puree. Any kind of a puree pulp you can use. I suggested strawberries. You can, in the season of strawberries, you can make a nice, you can make a compote out of it. You can just cook the strawberries with a little bit of sugar and vanilla, puree it, and make a puree and keep it, and then you can use it later on. Yes, it is usually in pancakes we have eggs in the batter, but I have tried to make it completely eggless, though it's not a gluten free, but you can skip if you want to here. I only use oat flour. The texture is not that great, but yeah, you can do that. Yes, actually you should keep the whipping bowl with the cream in the fridge itself, because and ideally if you take it out also, you should have a bottom pan with a lot of ice or a crushed ice or ice water, and then rest that bowl on top and then whip it nicely. It lifts quite fast. Avocado is okay. You can do an avocado mousse. Yes, you can do with honey. You can throw in some honey in avocados, make it a little more sweet, and then it's good to go as well. So I have got one more pancake. I'm gonna just put some custard on top, and that's gonna be for my son. I'll show you how it looks to you guys. Also on this you can put some honey, or you can put some nuts, some almonds, some raisins. This looks so yummy. So I just made a pancake with oat flour, some cocoa, and some atta into it, and just made like a usual pancake with some baking powder, some sugar, roast it for a while, and then made chocolate pancakes for the kids. And then I've used the puree of mangoes, and I made a custard. So I made a custard with some milk, boiled it with sugar, and add custard powder, just kind of cooked it, and then rested it for some time, make it cool, and then folded in some whipping cream to it, and then I put in some mango puree and fresh mangoes, and here it is. So that's the whole recipe, guys. Do follow me for anything that you wish to check with me, and you can also ask me questions on my profile or any kind of feeds. And do be safe at home, and be very, very optimistic and being positive right now that it's gonna be soon that we're gonna be back working and out of this all corona crazy things, and wish you good luck, guys. I'm gonna enjoy this now. Thank you.